there's the shield. Prior of the Nine, I find the body of Sir Emil, who appears to have perished centuries ago while questing for the Shrine of the Crusader. Perhaps I can find some clues in his body that will help me on my own quest for the Crusader's relics. Turn out better than his. I will accept that quest. I'll grab his ring, his key, and his journal. Sir Emil was a member of the Knights of the Nine, a holy order devoted to recovering the relics of the Crusader. Through reading his journal, I've learned the location of their former headquarters, the Priory of the Nine in the Vestweald. Once I've recovered the helm from the shrine, I should proceed to the old Priory. According to the Sir Emil's journal, the helm of the Crusader is located in Pelinul's shrine. Which is this, I believe, right? Oh, I'm, like, cursed or something with the low carrying capacity. Is this a door that I can unlock? Yes, I can. They hit me for something that lowered my speed. Not my speed, my carrying capacity. And now I'm still slightly overburdened. Ay. Let's read Emil's journal. In the immediate sense, it's no doubt obvious. If you're reading this, you're probably standing over my body, slain in the depths of the Shrine of Crusader. Perhaps the gods granted me the gift of at least glimpsing the holy helm before I died. Undeserving though I am, I must believe that you are indeed a holy knight following my footsteps in the quest of the Crusader's relics. It is you, Sir Knight, of my hopes, that I direct these words. May the account of my failures help you avoid my fate. Know that my failures encompass for more than my own death, which is of a little account at the end of a long life. The high ideals of the Knights of the Nine, of service to the gods rather than men, of dedication to higher purpose, these are my failures I shall record here. Alright, I'll skim read this. So he tried to go for the helmet, along with some of these other guys went in different directions. He was the last one. He blamed Sir Beric, but he says that now he's sort of like, well, maybe it was my fault. So I think they spread the arm. Yeah, they all went off in different directions to find the armor. So Beric wanted to go to war with the relics, and they argued. He and Beric are the last ones left. In the basement of the Priory, his ring will open it. His brothers sleep in peace with the cuirass. So the cuirass, which is the body armor, is the only part that was actually kept. Okay. The rest have been lost to the ages, so to speak. Okay, can I guess I'll drop his book now. I'm still over encumbered. God, I really need to... The problem is, I mean, all the arrows that I'm carrying certainly aren't helping matters. Maybe I need to upgrade arrows. Let's switch to glass. Let's drop all of our silver arrows. We'll switch to glass arrows. Okay, it looks like that other way is the way out. So we need to progress this way. I mean, I guess the question is, can glass kill ghosts? I guess we'll find out. Who's alert? Who's pissed? There you are. Yes, they can. Oh, my strength is drained again. Bloody ghosts! Right, I need to remember I have the feather spell. Either way, the feather spell doesn't give me... Where did these guys come from? Certainly not through here. Did they perhaps jump down? I saw there was a path over here. This feels like an area where I'm not really meant to go. I mean, I suppose it's visible, so it must be obtainable, essentially, but... Weird. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to sequence break by doing this, but I don't really mind. There we go. Helm of the Crusader. I've recovered the Helm of the Crusader, the first piece of the relics. Now that I've recovered the helm, I should proceed for the Priory of the Night to see if it still holds the cuirass of the Crusader. I suspect probably does. Where am I? Where was I actually meant to go? Surely this isn't just like a platforming puzzle, right? Was it really? What if you can't jump that high? Ah. Oh. Oh, the lost... I think I just skipped like a big section of dungeon by doing this. Well, I'm totally fine with skipping a chunk of dungeon here. If it means, not having to go through more ghosts. But I don't even know where the path was to actually get there. Like, it said the Lost Catacombs. I didn't even see an area called the Lost Catacombs. That's a cool looking ghost. Oh, it's a Nether Lich. The Nether. They're making Minecraft movie 2, right? Probably won't watch it. I still haven't seen the first one. I don't know if I even really want to be honest. I feel like I've gotten all the value out of that film by seeing the memes. I don't even know if there's anything else in that film that's, like, worth pursuing. You know what I mean? Like, is not the greatest humor that you could get from that film being Jack Black saying, "Chicken jerky." Like, I really don't think the film can outdo itself, other than those meme scenes. Maybe I'm wrong. I didn't really see any reviews or anything about the film, so... Not that I really trust reviews, anyway. It's like, especially for kids' movies, right? Like, all these critics aren't like 10-year-old boys. Or girls, or anything for that matter. They're like 50-year-old men, typically. Mostly. And it's like, oh, I didn't enjoy the Minecraft movie. It was so droll. The humor was juvenile. It's like, bro, it's not made for you. You are not the target audience of the Minecraft movie. Like, don't at me and say that, like, the humor is juvenile or whatever, like, as, like, part of your review. Alright, Priory of the Nine, which is... somewhere over here. Okay, let's go to Ceylon, and we'll travel east. Yeah, I don't know, so... The critics sometimes get things wrong, often get things wrong. I think it's probably the better answer. They have their standards. They know what they're looking for in films. And I think it's different from the average person. Like, the average person who goes to watch a movie isn't looking for, like... No, I shouldn't speak for everyone, but I think most people who go and watch films are not looking for, like, the Columbine route. I don't know if that's a good idea to name that, but anyway. The average person's not looking for, like, an Oscar film. They're looking for something fun. They're looking for something to entertain themselves, or distract themselves, or whatever, for a couple of hours. Ah, it's right next to another shrine. Interesting. Whose shrine is this? Akatosh, okay. Yeah. Whereas critics are looking for, like, you know, technical, like, films that are technically impressive, or films that are, like, you know, Oscar bait, or stuff like that. Every now and then, a film comes out and you're like, yeah, that's just Oscar bait. But literally the whole point of that film is they're trying to win an Oscar. You can usually tell by, like, the title. This place looks remarkably well preserved, considering it's, essentially been abandoned, from what I can understand. That's one thing that always gets me a little bit with Bethesda games. They don't really give, like, a sense of time passing. Like, when was that journal written? I think it was in, like, the first or the second era, maybe even. This place is in remarkably good condition to have been, like, lost away for, like, 3,000 years or more. Okay, I need to look for a place to input the ring. Song of Pelennor. Ooh. I thought for sure that book would give me a skill point. So I believe it'll be somewhere, like, down. We're talking like a basement or something. Ah, here it is. So Sir Emil's ring fits perfectly into the diamond-shaped opening in the floor. I don't know if it's Emil or Amiel. I'll just say Emil. That's what I've been saying so far. This is a forge. Not that you can forge stuff in this game, of course. A punching bag. Empty chests. The Priory Undercroft. I think this is where we go to get the armor. Aha, there it is. Oh, frick. Okay. I'll step back into the spotlight.
By the strength and guidance of the Nine, who comes before us upon this sacred ground, seeking the cuirass of the Divine Crusader? Step forward, adventurer, and face us each in honorable combat. For the vows we fail to revere in life, we shall uphold in death. No unworthy soul shall lay hands upon this sacred artifact without the leave of the Knights of the Nine.
Am I actually gonna have to fight all of them? Can I get my arrows back?
Sir Gregory, you are defeated. Sir Casimir, step forward.
This is very unfortunate. Shit. My arrow should do it. Hey, my marksman skill went up. Well played.
Impressive.
So Ralphus
You have
is this guy.
bested Sir Casimir. Now face Sir Ralphus.
This guy's a Breton or something. He seems shorter than the rest. Crap. Well, I think that arrow's lost to the ether. Sometimes the arrows just kind of put through the geometry, never to be seen again.
Sir Ralphus, you have fallen. Step back and let the challenge continue.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sir Henrik, come forward and prove yourself.
Nope. The paralysis really doesn't last long in this game, though. That's what I will say. Compared to Skyrim, where, if anything, it's perhaps too short. Sorry, in Skyrim it might be too long, but in this game it's very short. So junk.
You remain standing. Perhaps Sir Caius shall test your true mettle.
They do injure me, but they just do exceptionally low damage. Weird. Maybe I was meant to do this like a long time ago. I can't remember if the armor scales to your level. I suspect it probably does.
A fury of faith that I have not seen in
Most items in this game scale. Most quest items scale to your level. So junkin'. Reminds me of Duncan from Dragon Age Origins. That's a game I maybe should play on stream at some point. That is a fucking fantastic game.
You have lost, Sir Chilkin. Sir Torolf, show the challenger the ferocity of the North.
The North. Oh. You know what, Emil? If you're gonna fight me, I will fight you with the fucking Blade of Woe.
You have stood against the Knights of the Nine.
Let's see how I go with a dagger.
However, the final test is upon you. Ready yourself, Sir Knight, and face me!
It's pretty good.
Sir Knight, in 300
years?
none have stood against us and lived. Step forward and claim what is yours by right. May your faith be true.
I've defeated the ghostly guardians of the Keyrus the Crusader. I can now claim it for my own. Yippee. I've recovered the Keyrus the Crusader. I should talk to the ghosts of the former Knights of the Nine to see if they can aid me in my quest for the remaining Crusaders' relics.
By the Nine! I've not seen such strength! Could you be... No, you cannot. You are simply a noble knight.
Can you tell me about Sir Beric?
One of the mightiest knights of my day. It was a great boost to the Order's prestige when he joined. Unfortunately, he and I did not see eye to eye.
Because he's not here.
Matters. He left the Order during the War of the Red Diamond and never returned.
Tell me more about the Knights of the Nine.
The original Order of the Nine was founded with the intention of safekeeping the Crusaders' relics. In life, we failed at this task. In death, we seek to preserve what little we accomplished while we wait for one to come and finish what we began.
Okay, I've got the helm.
You completed the quest that I could not. I'm glad that my death at least served to lead you here, as I had hoped.
Okay.
May the Nine guide your way.
Okay. Is it better than my current armor? It's... I mean, it's as good, I think. 4 defense... 4 defense... It's the same defense stat, but it's magical. Okay. Do you have anything to say?
I know where you may find the gauntlets of the Crusader, for I was the one who lost them. Though many know where they are still lost. I believe there is something you must do in order to retrieve them. Would you listen to my tale and learn of the gauntlet's fate?
Alright, tell me.
When the Order fractured, I followed Sir Beric into war, taking the gauntlets with me. When it was over, I returned to Cyrodiil. I attempted to return to the service of the Nine, but the war had changed me. I no longer had sympathy for the weak or pity for the suffering. In the brief time I was there, I did more to hurt the chapel than help it. It was there that I was cursed.
Cursed? What do you mean?
A beggar who came to the chapel each day for help tried my patience
you were tested.
one too many times. I lost my temper and struck him. My blow landed harder than I had intended.
Oh my god.
and he fell to the floor dead, killed in the very chapel of the God of Mercy. I left the chapel at once, of course, but the damage was done. I was weak, constantly weary, and lacked the energy to do almost anything.
Alright, what about the gauntlets?
Ah, yes. As proof of the deed, when I struck the poor man, the gauntlets slipped right off my hands and fell to the floor. Heavy as stone, they would not move. None could lift them. I suspect they lie there still, in Coral's chapel. You must prove to Stendarr you are worthy to lift the gauntlets once more. Seek out the priests in Coral. Perhaps they can help you. Go with virtue.
You have my tribute, Sir Knight. In 300 years,
A dark elf, I
none
think?
have passed the gauntlet. In 300 years, we have never known hope. But for the first time, it seems that someone may succeed where we have failed. I see in you the chance to redeem our souls and restore the Order. And now, I must ask you to press forward.
I'll get all the
what I
challenges,
could
then we'll
not.
go out and do them all.
I must ask you to face the challenge of Zenithar.
Alright, how did you fail?
I was arrogant and foolhardy. I sought personal glory. I placed my own will and my own lust for fame over the will of the Nine. In facing the challenge of Zenithar, I failed. I tried dozens, no hundreds of times to reach the mace. I fell each time. And each time I awoke in the chapel, I leapt again. I tried to enlist the help of the other knights, but none would come to my aid. The inscription says to walk in the faith, but even now, I do not know what this means.
What must I do?
Below the chapel of Zenithar and Leowyn, there is a shrine to the great craftsman St. Calidus. Those seeking the mace must pray before the shrine. When you bow, you will receive a vision, or perhaps not. It is unclear. The priest saw that my body never moved, but it felt so real. You will see the mace, separated from you by a great chasm. The chasm represents your doubt. Your faith must be your guide across it.
My faith will guide me.
This is what I know. As I said, my faith was weak. I did not understand the test, and I fell from the platform each time I tried to cross. I have told you all that I know. All that is left is for you to prove yourself more worthy than I. If you seek the mace, travel to Leowyn's chapel, kneel at the shrine in the Undercroft, and let your faith in the Nine be the salvation of us all. Go with virtue.
Okay. Pass the spell. Next up.
If you are true to the teachings of Julianus, it may be possible for you to find the shield of the Crusaders.
Did I not get the Shield of the Crusade already? What did I pick up? What do you mean?
When the Order crumbled, I set out on my own. After years of searching, I found the shield and brought it to Fort Bulwark for safekeeping. With the help of a few trusted friends, I began work to keep the shield safe for all eternity. I never saw my work finished. I died defending the fort from those who would take and misuse the shield. I never saw our work finished. I trust that the others carried on without me.
Alright, where's Fort Bulwark?
It lies in the southeast of Cyrodiil, near the Black Marsh border. If all went according to plan, it should be very well guarded now. Believe in yourself, and use your knowledge wisely. You will pass through unharmed, and the shield will be yours.
Okay.
May the Nine guide your way.
Talk to you next.
Greetings, Sir Knight. Walk with the Nine, Sir Knight.
Okay. Do you have anything?
I wish to see you succeed where I failed.
Why does
I was
Caius
on
not
the
have
path
anything?
to the boots of the Crusader, but died before I reached them. Do you wish to learn what little I know?
Tell me more.
I cannot tell you exactly how to find the boots, for that will be up to Kinnereth. I can tell you to seek out her priests, though. West of the Imperial City, on the edge of the Great Forest.
I think I remember this one.
You will find them there, and they will tell you what you need to know.
I think this
Go
one,
with virtue.
you have to let yourself get killed by a wild animal or something. Oh, I spoke with the ghosts of the Knights of the Nine and learned that several parts of the armor are hidden. I should return when I've collected them all.
How may I serve you, Commander?
The last you don't have
Walk with
anything?
the Nine, sir. I am at your service, Commander.
No.
May your sword strike.
Okay. Let's do Nature's Fury first. Like I said, that's the one that I kind of remember. It's like, there's like a... I think it's a bear, maybe? Or it's some sort of animal. And... I can't remember what the people giving you the trial say, but they're like, you know, something about, like, don't harm nature or something like that. It's something along those lines. And then the whole thing is, like... You let the animal kill you. You need to show, like, patience or whatever. And then you don't actually die. It's something like that. It's been... well over 10 years since I played this game. Okay, we'll equip the Crusader's armor that we got. The 2 pieces. That's the 9 shield. Oh, it's not... the shield. It's a shield. Alright, first things first, I need to sell some stuff. I might as well sell my glass armor. The parts that I've already got replacements for, I mean. Because there's no real reason to keep it. Like, what, I'm gonna have a set of glass armor that I'm not gonna wear? What's the point of that? First I'll repair everything. Like, armor looks so cool, the Crusader armor, man. Damn, didn't even break a single hammer there.
Have mercy. Just...
And I'm not concerned about getting the best possible deal. I'll even sell the helmet
It's
of...
my
What's his name? Bearclaw.
interest you in some of my wares.
Okay, I want to keep the Blade of Woe. Bloodworm helm, sell it. Vast Cuirass, sell it. Vast helmet, sell it.
A good price for a good customer.
That's the 9 shield, sell it. Spelldrinker's Greaves, sell it. Scrolls, we can sell.
An excellent bargain. That's a good deal.
Petty Soul Gems, I think we just sell the Petty Soul Gems, honestly.
That's a good...
I don't think they're even worth keeping. The Scales of Pitiless Justice, I think I might just sell that, honestly.
A good price.
I know it's a unique item, it gives me stat changes or whatever, but I don't really mind. And we'll sell the Lesser Soul Gems too.
A good price for a good customer.
Okay. I'll hang on to the light raiment. I'll sell Emil's ring. It's kind of a low act, but I'll sell it. Ring of Freedom, resist paralysis. We don't need that. Resist magic. I'll hang on to that. That sounds alright. Reflection sounds good. Reflect 33%. Damn. I don't even remember where I got that. Why's the mind and body ring so heavy? Okay, well, ideally I would sell even more stuff, but I don't really have much else to sell. Okay, I don't have a ton of arrows, but it should be enough for now.
Thank you. Bye.
Really, when I level up again, I'm just gonna dump on a points in strength. Whatever the maximum amount of points they'll let me put into strength will be what I put into it. Okay, let's travel to Fort Empire. Very fitting name. Fort Empire. What an odd name for a fort. It's like... Yes, it is the Empire. We are in the Cyrodiil Empire, whatever it is. The Empire of Tamriel. Was this like the first fort that they like captured or something, or it was the fort where they proclaimed the Empire? Maybe. Just seems like it's a very powerful name for just a random fort, is what I'm kind of getting at. So it makes me wonder if something significant may have happened there. But again, I don't know enough about Elder Scrolls lore. I don't know if, I mean, I think that's most of the equipment that we've got. Like, we've got the full set of armor that we're collecting. Oh, shit. I think there's also a Sword of the Crusader. I don't believe there's a Bow of the Crusader, so... Ah, I killed him with damage reflection. Take that. Alright, that arrow is lost to the ages. I don't know how I missed that first shot. It's not exactly a small target. I'm just gonna run from this guy, I think. If he even detected me. Ooh. There we go. Nern root. Love a bit of Nern root. I don't even see myself because of the invisibility. The chameleon from the Ring of Khajiit. Hey. Why jog when you can sprint has always been your motto. Now, the miles of running and hours of swimming are paid off. You're a journeyman of athletics. Sprinting now consumes slightly less fatigue. Damn, only 50 athletics. I mean, swimming is really what makes it level up, and I haven't really been swimming a ton. Alright, you are the one that I need to talk to, apparently.
What brings you to the altar of Kinnereth, my child?
Avita Vesnia. I'm looking for the Boots of the Crusader.
You would seek the holy relic Kinnereth has bestowed upon the world. Then you must prove yourself worthy. Kinnereth's creations guard her relic, and you must pass the test before you may be granted the boots.
Alright, what test?
I cannot say what it will be, for I do not know. Kinnereth herself will decide in what manner you shall be tested. All I can do is direct you to the Grove of Trials, and remind you to heed Kinnereth's teachings.
Yeah, fear and respect nature.
Fear and respect nature and all her creations.
Alright, where is the grove?
Not far from here, to the west, nestled within the great forest, it is a place many would overlook. I warn you that it is unwise to take anyone with you. You should go there alone.
Fear and respect nature.
Indeed. Nature itself is Kinnereth's domain. All its creatures are her wards. You would do well to remember this when it comes time for your test.
Very well, I shall take this test.
Then proceed directly to the grove, as your test has begun. Kinnereth may choose to guard you along the way. That is up to her. Good luck.
Good luck. Alright.
May Kinnereth guide you.
To guard you along the way. Immediately I just see a troll. I think Kinnereth may have decided not to guard me along the way. But then what makes the difference between this creature and everything else that I've killed? Because I kill a lot of wild animals. But it's okay to kill them as long as I don't kill this one. I don't know. I've reached the Trial of Groves. I shall have to wait and see what Kinnereth has in store for me. Spooky. Let me fight you. Hey, light armor. A bear attacked me in the sacred grove, but I made no attempts to fight back. A cave has been revealed, and it would seem the boots of the Crusader are waiting inside. I mean, I was actually hurting it. I was a bit worried there that it might have, died from the reflection, the damage reflection. I only realized halfway that I was like, oh no, I got the damage reflection. Oh. Apple bottom James' boots with the fur. I've completed Sir Junken's quest by recovering the boots of the Crusader. I should continue to search for the relics that the other ghost knights were questing for. Boots of the Crusader, fortified restoration. Okay, what's next? We'll go for the gauntlets. That sounds good. I was a bit worried there that the bear might die. I don't know what happens if you kill the bear, you just go back to the lane and she's like, nah, he stuffs up the test. Try again. Maybe. Like, I don't think they just outright say, like, you've failed. You lose, you get nothing. Good day, sir. I'm pretty sure they don't. It'd be very bold if they did that, I feel like. It'd be a very bold decision indeed. Yeah, sorry, you just locked yourself out of the DLC content. More developers shouldn't be afraid of doing that. You know, if you're not playing the DLC the way they intend, they should be able to just tell you get stuffed. Find another game.
Hello there.
Gauntlets, activate. The gauntlets are too heavy to move. Hello there.
What brings you here, my son?
The gauntlets.
Ah, yes. The gauntlets have been here for ages. I know only the basic story behind them. They're more of a novelty these days. My only real involvement with them these days is keeping the youngsters from hurting themselves trying to pick the gauntlets up. What is your interest in them, if I may ask?
I've come to retrieve them, I'll tell the truth.
Oh, I'm afraid that's quite impossible. They don't move, not even a bit, as if they're the heaviest things in the world. Don't you know the story behind them? I'm not,
Let's see how his recollection comes back compared to the other guy.
But I know roughly what happened.
I'd like to know their story.
Yes, well, I don't know the whole thing. A great many years ago, a knight of the Old Order did something terrible, and the gauntlets just fell off. They dropped to the floor right where he stood, and no one could lift them. It was a sign of the curse placed upon this knight by Stendar, I think. That curse still lingers on today, in fact. Poor Kellen.
Who's Kellen?
Oh, why, he's a descendant of that very knight from so long ago. The curse has affected his family all these years. He suffers from it now. He came here from Hammerfell seeking a cure, but, well, there's really nothing that can be done for him, I think. He may know more of the story than I. Perhaps you should speak with him if he's feeling well enough.
Alright, can you tell me where he is?
He's down in the chapel hall, resting. You may speak to him if you like. Take care.
That's crazy that all these years they've been under that curse. Oof. Oh, hey.
What is it? Is there a cure? Has Arelder found a cure? I know there's something he's not telling me.
Tell me about the curse.
Ah, so you've heard it, have you? Terrible curse. Been in the family almost longer than anyone can remember. When I was younger, I could live with it. Wasn't so bad.
But what is it? What is the
It's only
curse?
gotten worse over time. I'd come here, to the place it all happened, in the hopes that something could be done. I fear I haven't much time left otherwise. Arelder has let me stay, mostly out of pity, I think. But there's something else. I swear he knows more than he tells.
Alright, tell me more about Areldur.
I've seen plenty of pity in people's eyes over the years. I grew up recognizing it. But with Areldur, there's something else there. And when he speaks to me, there are times I'd swear he sounds apologetic. Guilty, even. Why would that be? What reason does he have to hold back?
Maybe he's the descendant of the guy that
I
got
know
slapped.
I'm a doomed man one way or the other. Speak to him if you can.
They were killed, actually.
Convince him to tell me what he knows as a dying man's last wish.
Do you know anything about the gauntlets?
You've seen them, I assume. The only evidence of what happened so many years ago. Do you know that I thought perhaps I could lift them? That somehow this curse would be lifted if I could pick them up. I tried for hours, until my whole body ached, and I could barely move. I lay there on the floor next to them, weeping. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I've been at the end of my rope for far too long to be ashamed of anything.
Alright.
Good day.
Let's try talking to Areldur again. There's no description of what this curse is. What is this curse? What does it actually do? Because he seems... He's walking around like nobody's business or anything. Hello.
Welcome, Knight Commander.
Callan, tell me more about the curse.
It's a horrible thing, truly. One cannot help but pity those such as Callan, who have such a burden placed on them, through no fault of their own. But if it is the will of the Nine, then there is little that can be done.
Tell me more about Callan.
I cannot face him. I know what might be done for him, but I haven't the will to do it. I wish I could help him. Truly I do. But I cannot muster the strength to damn myself on his behalf.
Wait, what are you talking about?
The curse. I know what would lift it, but I cannot do it. The only way to free Kellen of his curse is to take it on myself. I am not strong enough to do this, and so I am a failure. I fail Kellen every time I speak to him, and I fail Stendar every time I pray to him and do not ask for the power to lift the curse. Do you know one who would do such a thing? One who would pray at this chapel's altar, pray to Stendar for the power to lift this curse? You too.
Can I pray? Yes. I've prayed at the altar in the chapel standard. I've been granted the ability to lay hands on Callan. I need to see him at once.